don't know nothing.
Yeah, look at all these people
Dear
that are just straight
Waheguru,
up looking up.
please bless these delegates from all over this great nation you have created.
What's poppin', everybody?
Welcome back to the Cold Popcast.
I'm Bro,
And I'm Steve.
and you watching the Cold Popcast.
And today we're going to be talking about, well, first off, let me say we got Roosevelt in the booth today.
Yo, it's been a while, man, since I've been in the hot seat, but I'm back.
So the next few episodes you see, they're not going to feature Zoe, unfortunately, but he will be in for the next round. This episode, we're going to be talking about the GOP convention and some of the shenanigans that were going on. We actually got a few episodes in that vein today. This one, I think it's interesting because the Republican Party is generally like more on the Christian nationalist side, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing in every situation, but I find it interesting that they chose this speaker for the RNC, which is the largest Republican convention pretty much in the world. I guess, like, you know, the Republican convention is just before the election, they do the RNC convention. So let's go ahead and see this and do a little commentary on it after it's over.
Yeah, I haven't seen this. I'm curious to see what they're talking about here.
Appealing to the one God above for protection and guidance, a reminder to uphold the Sikh and American values of humility, truth, courage, service, justice for all, and gratitude for all that our Creator has given to us. A Sikh always covers her head when offering this prayer.
Okay.
This don't really seem like something the Republicans would stand for.
Yeah, this is like
Inclusive. I like that.
Tu thakar tum pe ardas jiyo pind sab teri ras tum mat pita hum barak tere tumri kirpa mein sukh kanere koi na jane tumra
pause it. It's funny because these old white men are probably just literally sitting there like somebody assassinate this woman, like someone take her out.
Just can't wait for it to be over with.
Yeah, like, you know damn well they're not praying to Waheguru in their minds right now, and that's the name of the
Wow.
Sikh god.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Waheguru.
Yeah,
So
Waheguru.
the Republican Party is evolving.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying like, oh, the Republican Party's gone woke. They're saying this is like the woke side of the Republicans. They're using woke to combat the woke mind virus now.
This
It's
is fairly inclusive and kind of surprising to see.
Yeah, it's almost like in the Terminator movies when they actually sent back a Terminator to fight against the other Terminators or the other robots. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fighting fire with fire.
yeah, you fight
Type
fire with
situation.
fire. Yeah, like, you know, when firefighters, when there's like a forest fire, they'll like do a controlled burn to make the fire
that's
stop
true.
faster.
That's
So
very
they're like
interesting.
literally like, okay, I guess there's only like 50,000 Sikhs in the whole world, so we can just
You gotta
use
get those votes.
Yeah.
you gotta get those votes.
Well, no, they can be inclusive. Like, they're just like, yeah, well, we're inclusive with Waheguru because that won't be a problem for us. You know what I'm saying? But if they wouldn't have had like a sheikh come up and do a Muslim prayer, you know, or an Islamic prayer, I
Yeah.
should say.
They reaching.
Yeah, they
'Cause
picked
that's
the
so
most.
out of character for that party. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And then they have they specifically put the camera on a bunch of like old white people that are like bowing their heads in prayer. Like, you know damn well they plotted it out in advance. Like, yeah, we're going to have these guys specifically. Like, because there's probably only like 50 people in that room that are actually bowing their heads to this. Because like, this is like absurd to me. I personally am like, if I was at that convention, I would have been in like the biggest amount of confusion I possibly could be in. I
mean, you know, you had this Amber Rose popped up. You know,
Yeah.
gave her a nice little speech, that tattoo on her forehead.
Yeah, we should do a
So,
video about Amber Rose too. Now that I think about it. Actually, we could probably combine that with this. Pull up the Amber Rose speech too. Did you see Amber Rose speaking at this convention?
I did actually. I seen it on Discord. But wait, is it an ending to this? Like, is it like a funny ending?
Well, go back to it. Let me see. I actually just stopped at the prayer usually, so I'm not even sure. But we can see a little more.
well,
wanna
she
see more
probably
of
just
this?
gonna keep praying and then
Well,
that's it.
skip the prayer. Skip the prayer. I mean, we can see more white people in prayer to this, I guess, if you want. That's probably the funniest part to me. Yeah, let's start right there.
Vigat mit tum
He's like,
hi
wait,
jani,
like shook
Nanak
his head.
das
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
He don't know
qurbani.
nothing.
Yeah, look
she's
at all these
saying.
people
Dear
that are just straight up
Waheguru,
looking up.
Please bless these delegates from all over this great nation you have created with the integrity to perform faithfully our sworn duty to nominate leaders to take America in the right direction. Please protect us from evil and create prosperity for all Americans.
Like, oh, am I supposed to close my eyes?
Waheguru Ji, Please give us the courage to make the right choices, to make common cause with those with whom we may disagree, for the greater good of our...
And she was, like, what was her religion?
Sikh. It's like Hindu, but like an offshoot of Hinduism. It's like, because Hinduism has like thousands of gods, Sikhs have like one, I guess, but not really.
Yeah, the Republican Party's trying too hard.
Yeah.
Like, just stick to your roots. We know you don't mess with those
hey,
people.
It's smart.
How many like people of that ethnic background are Republicans?
Probably well, because if you think about it, like Indian Americans and like Arab Americans and Asian Americans, they're like actually the highest earners in the country. So I would assume actually probably a decent amount of them.
Yeah, they might be.
When you think about it, they're like actually, they're not. And also like legal immigrants tend to hate illegal immigrants, so they would probably side more with the Republican Party just because. I don't know. I feel like when you immigrate, you're probably like you want to keep your piece of the pie. You don't want to share it. Like if you do,
like with the others of your
yeah. Like if you take 20 years to get to America, it's probably because you didn't want to be where you were at, and you don't want to be around those people anymore. And like if you spent 20 years to get to America, you don't want someone to be able to just illegally immigrate in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a crab. It's almost like a crabs in a barrel type thing, but at the same time, crabs in a barrel has like a negative connotation to it. Yeah. But I don't think it's negative to like be like, well, it literally took me 20 years to get my family over here. I had to work my ass off in a third world country, and you just walked in, and now you get the same benefits.
It's like bittersweet. It's like. It's like you want to be happy for them because it's a good thing, but then it's like, damn, they ain't have to do not even a fraction of what I had to do.
They just gatekeeping America,
Yeah,
exactly. I see that with Latinos sometimes, but it's kind of crazy.
That too. Definitely see that. There was a guy that lived at the end of my block, Ruben. He used to say that. He passed away. Rest in peace, Ruben. But he'd be like, he just hates. He would talk shit about the Mexicans that ran the Michoacan ice cream shop at the end of the block. He would literally just talk shit about them all the time. Like, yeah, those illegals, they don't even pay taxes, and they got this business and all this other stuff.
He was drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he was pretty upset.
He was drinking that Patriot Kool-Aid.
And he told me one time, he was telling me some black Israelite stuff about how, like, Mexicans are actually black, too. Like,
I mean, you got some brown skin.
He was saying
Mexicans.
they were like the third tribe of Israel or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
You could just say everybody.
I mean, a lot of if you look at the very original
humans,
people in the area that we call Mexico, they was like brown skinned Spanish speaking folks. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know.
Right.
Jamie, look that up. Check that.
Fact check that, Jamie. Were Mexicans black? Jamie, can you let me know if Mexicans are black, please? Try not to get us canceled here.
Yeah, I can try to see if I can find an article on it real quick.
No, go back.
No, you ain't really got to do that.
Yeah, let's just see Amber Rose.
I think they was reaching with having Amber Rose on there too, but boy, she fine.
Man, she looks amazing.
I wish she would have just started clapping her cheeks.
It was nice to look at. I will say that.
Yeah.
They did that specifically for the brothers.
Amber Rose definitely did a good job of being a bald black woman.
She did. Besides the tattoo.
I don't know. What's up with that tattoo?
What's the shortest possible video you can get of this? Find a very short
5
video.
minutes. Well,
no, go to a short. Go to that short right there, yeah.
The real question is, would Kim K had did it better? That's the real question.
But she's not a Republican. That's the thing. She's a cuck liberal.
Not everybody being a cuck on the Democrat side.
I didn't know that.
No, I'm just kidding.
I thought she sat on Donald Trump's lap at the White House.
Did she?
Really?
No. But she did visit him though.
She visited him to get some prisoners out of jail.
Yeah. She did that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Nicki Minaj did too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Her husband's
I didn't know.
Felon.
Nicki?
Felon. Yeah, Nicki.
Yeah, let's see this Amber Rose short.
My name is Amber Rose. I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents. Whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals, we all want a better country for our children. But I'm here tonight to tell you, no matter your political background, that the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States. My name...
Nope. It's too clear cut. You can't say, to give our kids a better life, just vote for Donald Trump. Like, no, we need some examples.
Well, no, there was a whole
We need
speech.
something.
This is just like 30
okay.
seconds of it. Yeah, it was like a 5-minute speech, I think. But I mean, while I personally agree with her, I don't think she is the best representative to give the message.
No, absolutely not. What is this? MTV?
What's her forehead say?
Yeah, I don't know what her forehead says. Do you know?
I have no idea.
I thought it said
but it's
bad
crazy
bitch at first.
to
Loves cock.
she said, "I'm a mother, and I have this big ass tattoo across my forehead.
I'm a mother, and I care about my children and my country, and I also have a big stamp.
also have
I have a stamp printed on my forehead, so you can track me, so you can
She
find
looks
me.
great
if I'm lost.
though.
She looks
It looks
fantastic.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
fantastic.
This freeze frame we have right now doesn't look so hot, but
Yeah, I can probably.
she kind of looks like Dobby, the house elf from
Name is-
Harry Potter.
Yeah, see, there we go. That's better.
I do feel like though, and I'm not. Let me state that I am not into politics at all. Like not even remotely into politics.
Yeah,
but,
Roosevelt just learned what a Republican is today.
and I don't be on the internet, so all the viral
Impressive. Very
videos, I
impressive.
don't be knowing nothing about it. But I will say this: that based on the little experience that I do have with politics, and when I've seen like the Republican Party get together, it didn't look like this.
Yeah.
I
They're
feel like
trying.
they're reaching. They reaching.
Yeah,
beyond.
they're trying in a way that is completely cringeworthy and lame.
It's just a little desperate. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, to me, it doesn't make sense for the Republican Party to operate out of desperation.
unless you're scared.
Well, no, I don't think the Republican Party is necessarily scared.
Oh,
I think
them
they're
niggas
just
scared.
trying to set up an apparatus similar to what the Democrats have, because when you think about it, the Democrats control media. So like these moments did technically go viral and get people thinking about it. So
Imagine like, oh, Amber Rose, maybe we should. vote for
right,
Trump.
like nobody saw that. But I think that this moment got a lot of people that would otherwise be disinterested in politics to at least be like, oh, at least now I know what the RNC is. Like, I bet there's a lot of 21, like, you didn't even know what the fuck the RNC is.
I still don't know what it is.
It's the Republican National Convention.
Oh,
Well, at least you saw some content from it, I guess. You
Okay.
didn't really learn what it is, but
It's where they pretty much appoint the representative for the Republican Party for
yeah, the
president.
person that will be running they nominate the person that will be running for
Yeah.
president.
Yeah.
oh.
So all the
okay,
nominees,
okay.
they get votes, and then you select them or whatever. But they pick Trump. They're like, Trump's going to be our candidate, and
Right.
this is how they
Yeah,
sort
with
of
J.D.
celebrate
Vance.
that. Yeah, Donald Trump and J.D. Vance.
Who loves fucking couches.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
But yeah, so that's basically this episode. I think I'm going to call it something like the Republican Party goes woke or something like that.
Maybe Black lives do matter. Damn, Amber Rose.
Yeah. What if she was like, vote for Trump, and then she started jumping and clapping,
Clapping.
and she's
Ha.
just jiggling around?
I
That'd
think
have been the best thing
hilarious.
Kim Kardashian would get real jealous. I feel like. I feel like she'd be like, I'm the biggest slut in America. Not saying that Amber Rose is a slut. I don't know.
I mean, she was like the person who literally started the slut walk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She was the founder
she's the
of
queen.
slut walks, just walking around with your titties out.
She's the queen of the sluts. Then,
Yeah.
I guess.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian's less of a slut, more of a whore, I think.
Okay. I see.
But anyway, thanks for watching this episode of The Cold Podcast. You can check us out on all social media platforms at The Cold Podcast. We're also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere you can find audio or video podcast content. Patreon, $5 a month gets you access to all of the My Black Friends podcasts and any other exclusive content we create. Thanks for popping in, and we got to pop out of here.
Peace.